Bro, it's really weird because you would think when it's just the two of you and you have to converse, you would think even for a moment it would come off of wrestling. It never did.
Really?
Never, ever did. Never. How's your family? He didn't know my kids' names. Never did you watch the game. Mm-hmm. Never.
Let's talk about Vince McMahon having a car accident. Police were allegedly following Vince McMahon before a car accident. An unmarked state trooper had been following him as he sped in and out of cars down the highway and had just turned his lights on to pull McMahon over, but he was not in time. Both front wheels of McMahon's Bentley were sheared off and his airbags deployed, probably saving him from significant injury. There was also the person who he hit showed the pictures of the car. I mean, just absolutely obliterated. And it looks like she's going to have a pretty nice payday coming her way, from the situation. Man, it's like with Vince having his new company, with Vince, the rumblings of Vince having some interest, not wanting, not talking to anybody to buy WWE, but wanting his baby back in many ways. Man, do you think that this is, especially with Vince's age, do you think that this is a huge monkey wrench in anything, trying to make good with Vince McMahon after all this legal stuff going on? With both cases, the Janelle stuff and the Ring Boy stuff.
So what's the question, Chris?
Do you think that this situation is a big blow in his route and his quest to kind of reestablish his reputation?
Bro, I just think the whole thing is such a sad story, but it's a predictable story. Bro, when it's about money and it's about power and it's about, just intimidation. Bro, listen, let's not get biblical because some people don't want to hear it. God made it clear. You can't serve me and you can't serve money at the same time. You got to pick and choose. And it just seems, bro, when you choose the money, this is how things wind up at the end. Bro, how many times you guys have heard a million times? You can't take it with you. Yeah. So when you've got more money than you can spend, what's left? Yeah. And I think, like, God, man, I mean, I really, there's a part of me that feels bad that he's living his life like this in his 80s, bro. What does he really have to show? But on the other side of the coin, these were decisions that he made. Mm-hmm. I mean, it's, I don't know, Chris. I don't know. I don't know.
Do you have, from what I've heard, Vince was notorious for erratic driving for decades. I mean, that's kind of Vince's MO, to just be an erratic driver. Did you hear any stories about Vince's erratic driving while you was working for him?
Well, bro, keep in mind, I drove in a car with Vince a lot. Yeah. I mean, a lot. But from what I remember, Shane drove a lot more than Vince. Okay. But when Vince did drive, I never noticed that. I mean, I never noticed that.
Would he speed? Like, would he go pretty fast?
No.
Oh, that's good. That's
good. No.
Very interesting. I've heard some specific people say that they did not want to ride in the car.
Yeah, no. I mean, I never experienced that. I even remember once it was just me and him. We had to go on like a 3-hour drive because he had to do something a day of a show or something. Yeah. So he kept me behind and it was just the two of us. And bro, we had to drive 3 hours or something. And he was definitely driving and not me. And there was never anything like that.
How is it riding shotgun with Vince McMahon with just the two of you?
Bro, it's really weird because you would think when it's just the two of you and you have to converse, you would think even for a moment it would come off of wrestling. It never did.
Really?
Never, ever did. Never. How's your family? He didn't know my kids' names. Never did you watch the game? Never.
Wow.
It was always, always, always wrestling. It was like that's all he knew.
Like what parts, like what would he talk about concerning wrestling? Like the current ideas for stuff, or what wrestling would he talk about?
It was always just the current shows and what we were doing and where we might go. But bro, there was never a personal conversation. I do remember one time, bro, like it was starting to get really deep, and I started questioning myself, because I really cared about Vince and his entire family. And I really started questioning myself. Vince, does he care about you as much as you care about him, or are you just a cash cow? I really started wondering that. So I remember, bro, I had that conversation with him. And I swear to God, Chris, I can remember him telling me, literally Vince McMahon spoke these words to me. I love you, Vince. Bro, I almost laughed in his face.
Really?
It was so unsincere. Like he didn't even know how to say it in a sincere way. And when he said it, I knew he was absolutely full of you know what. Absolutely. Did not even know how to convey that feeling. I mean, interpersonal relationships, bro, there was just nothing there. Nothing.
Wow. It seems like a lot of that stems from his relationship with his dad, man.
I'm sure it does, bro. Everything goes back to the way you brought up. Everything goes back to that 1,000%.
Yeah, because he didn't feel loved by Senior. You know what I mean? He always felt like he had to earn his love for Senior. So yeah.
And it's ironic because his own son had to repeat that pattern.
That's true. That's usually how it goes, unfortunately. And those are schemas that are being built. And they're generational, unfortunately. But one thing we do know, everybody loves you, Vince, in real life. Absolutely. This guy right here is Vince Russo. I am Dr. Chris. This is Writing with Russo. Have a good night, everybody. So long.